Okay, son of mine. Tonight's story is Goldiscales and the
Three giant sloths. I love that story. Love that story. I want a different story.
What you just said?
I want a different story. One with...
I know. A dragon.
No, swamp monster.
Look, Junior, I told this story to your brother, and I told this story to your sister, and every time I told it, there were 3 giant sloths, and there was never any swamp monster.
I want swamp monster. I want swamp monster.
The story doesn't happen in the swamp. It happens in the forest.
Move it to the swamp.
I'll see what I can do. But first, let me tell you about the 3 giant sloths.
Okay, then swamp monster.
You let me tell the story, or I'll stop right now.
Tell the story. What are you waiting for?
First, there was the wee little giant sloth.
Yo, it is I, the wee, big, little, the big, tiny, enormous, I'm the small one.
Then there was the second one, the middle-sized giant sloth.
How did I get to be a giant sloth? Okay, I gained a few pounds. My age, it happens. Sloths don't move around much, you know. You sit, you get fat. If you want to talk about giant, you should see my son-in-law. There's a tub.
And the third one was...
I am the great, huge, and shall I modestly add, magnificent giant sloth. Don't cross me or I'll bite your head off. Love biting them heads off. Snap them like twigs.
And they each had a leafy tree.
Black. Eating leaves? Black.
Oh, leaves aren't so bad.
Yeah? You eat them?
What, are you crazy? Of course not. Now let me tell you the story so you can go to sleep.
Okay. Leaves. Black.
Each sloth had its own bowl of leaves to eat. The wee small giant sloth had a wee small bowl of leaves.
Green leafy leaves. Ah, yes, the wonders of photosynthesis. A culinary delight of the first magnitude. And if you would, pass me the ranch-style salad dressing there, Pally boy.
The middle-sized giant sloth had a middle-sized bowl of leaves to eat.
Another diet. Can I at least get some crackers with this?
And the great, huge giant sloth...
I got me a huge giant bowl size of a swimming pool, just full of leaves. Big leaves. Love them leaves. Of course, they taste even better with a couple slabs of meat. Give me some T-bones, porterhouse, ribs.
And each of them also had a chair and a bed.
Yes, sirree, my chair and bed are quite perfecto. They're little, they're small, they're even considered wee. But then, so am I. So it's a custom fit for the little wee giant sloth, Pally boy. A custom fit.
My chair, I'm in it. My bed, who can sleep? I'm up all night.
The only thing bigger than my bowl is my chair, and the only thing bigger than my chair is my bed. And that's because I am...
He's the great, huge giant sloth. Yeah, we know.
Now, they each had their bowl of leaves, but they were way too hot to eat.
They cooked the leaves? Black.
So they all went for a walk in the woods.
And got eaten by the swamp monster.
Wrong. They didn't.
How do you know?
Because I'm telling the story.
But I'm listening to the story, and I want swamp monster. I want swamp
Junior.
monster. I want swamp
Look,
monster.
Junior, either I tell the story my way, or there is no story.
I want swamp monster.
Okay, that's it. No story.
Daddy? I'm sorry. I'm just a baby. Gotta love me. Daddy?
Can I continue?
Yeah.
No more swamp monsters?
No more swamp monsters, promise.
Okay. Now, while they were out walking, a little girl who was lost in the woods found their house. Her name was...
Swamp monsters.
Did you say swamp monster?
No, Goldiscales. I said Goldiscales.
It sounded like swamp monster.
No.
Okay. Well, Goldiscales was tired and hungry, so when she saw the leaves, she said...
Blech.
What?
Oops, I'm sorry. She didn't say blech.
Okay. She said...
Why, look, a big, huge bowl of leaves. I think I'll try some.
But it was too hot.
Ow!
Then she tried the middle bowl of leaves, but it was too cold. Then she tried...
Little wee bows, just right. Ate it up next.
Right. Anyway, next she sat in a great big chair and...
Too hard. Middle chair too soft. She broke wee little chair. Next, come on. Beds.
Right. Beds. Care to comment?
No, go ahead. You tell it good.
Thank you.
Don't mention it.
So, being very tired,
Ah.
she went upstairs and
Found
found...
the beds.
The big, huge bed was too
Too hard.
The middle bed was
Too soft.
The wee little bed was just...
That's right. Goldiscales asleep. Sloth came home. Uh-oh.
I don't believe my eyes. Somebody has tried to eat my leaves. Where are they? Where are they? They're not gonna pull something like this on me.
Keep your shirt on. They took a taste from mine, too. Big deal. Our food grows on trees, you know.
Yo, hey, Polly boy, somebody ate mine up. Go on, out of here.
Then they looked at their chairs.
She said in big chair, middle chair, and broke the kid's chair. Get to the beds. That's where the action is.
Right. So they saw that Goldiscales had slept in the great, huge bed.
Somebody's been sleeping in my bed.
And in the middle-sized bed.
Such a mess. Didn't even take their shoes off.
And when they came to the wee little bed...
Whoa, it's with great shock and amazement I note there's a little dinosaur in my custom-made wee little bed.
When Goldiscales heard the voice of the wee little giant sloth, she woke up,
Can anybody get a decent nap around here?
saw them,
Uh-oh.
And who are you?
Ah, who am I? I'm out of here.
and she leaped out of the window.
50 floors straight down. Squish.
No floors. She ran away into the woods and was eaten up by a swamp monster.
What?
She was eaten by a swamp monster.
Swamp monster. Funny. You're good, Dad.
Thanks, little guy.
Kiss and hug?
Kiss and hug. Now, go to sleep, son.
Okay. Daddy? Daddy? Daddy!
What?
I can't sleep. Swamp monsters scare me.
Oh, boy.
I'm not sleepy. I need another story. I want my most favorite special story. Now, tell it to me now.
Okay. Once upon a time, there was a horrible little caveman named Cro-Magnon.
No. Cinderellasaurus. Cinderellasaurus is my most favorite special story.
But I thought Cro-Magnon was your most favorite special story.
No, you're wrong. Cinderellasaurus is my most favorite story. I want that one now.
Okay. Cinderellasaurus. Once upon a time, there was a very nice and handsome Megalosaurus. Incidentally, not unlike your father. What?
Nothing.
Okay. And he had a lovely daughter named Allosaurus.
Does she get eaten by a dragon, huh? Eaten up? Chomp, chomp, chomp?
No, she doesn't get eaten up by a dragon.
Then the daddy gets eaten up by a dragon.
No.
Well, somebody better get eaten up by a dragon.
I thought you were afraid of the monster in the last story.
Dragon not as scary as swamp monster.
This is a bedtime story. You're supposed to be going to sleep. Now just be quiet and listen.
This story needs a dragon.
Now, every day, the nice, handsome daddy Megalosaurus would tell Allosaurus, I love you very much. And she would answer,
Can I have some money to go to the mall?
even though he loved his daughter, the Megalosaurus was very sad because his wife had died many years ago.
She got eaten?
Yeah, fine, she got eaten.
By a dragon?
Fine, dragon, whatever.
A big dragon.
Would you just let me tell...
What happened next, Daddy?
The handsome Megalosaurus daddy married again, but this time it was to a mean and nasty Tyrannosaurus who had two lazy and rude daughters.
Hello, Polly boy. I'm the lazy and rude stepsistersauruses.
Doesn't sound like stepsister to me.
Use your imagination. A few months after they were married, Allosaurus's father fell into a tar pit.
Whoa!
Ooh, sticky situation.
And Allosaurus was left all alone with her mean stepmothersaurus and stepsistersauruses. They were very jealous of her beauty.
Of course they are. I have naturally curly scales and my tail is perfect.
So they treated Allosaurus very badly.
After you do the dishes and the floor, paint the house with this toothbrush.
And like most dinosaurs, they were cold-blooded, so for warmth, they lived next to a volcano.
And sweep out all the cinders coming from that disgusting volcano. It makes such a mess.
She got very dirty cleaning up the volcano, so they called her...
Black Bart.
They called her Cinderellasaurus.
Hey, Cinderellasaurus, am I gonna get my breakfast in bed, or are you on vacation? And get your perfect tail over here with my hot water bottle and clean the stairs and wash the floors.
Coming, ma'am.
And hey, Bring me my slippers and my lunch, and a donut, and some chocolate milk, and the sports page.
Now, the prince, another very handsome Megalosaurus, by the way, as we all are, sent word throughout the kingdom that there would be a ball for all lovely young girl dinosaurs in the kingdom so he could choose a bride.
Oh, I do want to go to the mall. Ball. Well, both. Couldn't I go to the mall after the ball?
Dream on, sweet cakes. You're not going anywhere till you wash the floor, clean the rugs, wash the cat, and build a new wing onto the house with these 300,000 popsicle sticks.
Cinderellasaurus was heartbroken.
Cinderellasaurus between rock and a hard place.
With all the work she had to do, she'd never make it to the ball.
I can't believe this could happen to a 16-year-old with naturally curly scales.
She raced out to the garden and was sitting there crying when she heard a voice.
Don't cry, my dear. You'll go to the ball.
So who are you?
I'm your fairy dactyl mother. And because you've been such a good girl and hard worker, I'm going to use my magic to help you go to the ball. I'll change that pumpkin into a golden coach. And those sea slugs into handsome brontosauruses to pull it. Now for 2 doormen, we'll use those cavemen. Well, maybe we'll use 2 more sea slugs.
Your coach, madam.
Your door, madam.
But what about my dress, Fairy Dactyl Mother? This went out of style weeks ago.
I'm sure it will be just fine.
No, it won't. Don't you have any fashion sense?
I'm very busy helping hundreds of young maidens in distress. I don't even have time to shop for myself.
I guess you're right. Nobody your age has to worry about style.
Now look, you! Why don't I just make you a lovely ball gown? There. It's beautiful.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. The hem's at least a 1/4 inch too long. The neckline's all wrong. The waist is way too tight.
It's beautiful. It's magical, and you'll wear it.
Like I have a choice.
And on her feet, she put glass slippers.
But remember, you must leave by the stroke of midnight, or your coach will turn back into a pumpkin and your footmen into sea slugs.
So Cinderellasaurus went to the ball and danced with the prince all night. But she was having such a good time.
She got eaten by a...
Junior.
Sorry.
She forgot the time. Cinderellasaurus raced from the castle, leaving 1 glass slipper behind. She barely made it into the woods before the coach turned back into a pumpkin and the brontosauruses turned into sea slugs. But the prince, excuse me, did I mention that he was a very handsome Megalosaurus?
Yes.
Good. Anyway, the prince wanted to find the mysterious dinosaur he had fallen in love with. So he sent his men throughout the kingdom with the glass slipper to try it on the feet of every female.
Too tight.
Not my size. Too big.
The last house was that of the evil stepmothersaurus and her daughters. None of their feet fit the slipper, and the evil stepmothersaurus had locked Cinderellasaurus in her room.
Oh, no, let me out! Let me out!
But luckily, the fairy dactyl mother's magic spell on the caveman from the night before finally began to work.
Well, cheerio, my good man. Hello.
And to you too, old chap.
And they finally became 2 doormen.
Better late than never.
And so, when they heard Cinderellasaurus banging on the locked door,
Help! Let me out! Let me out!
they did what doormen do.
I say, good fellow, being doorman, I believe what we should do is...
Open her door.
Capital idea.
Thanks, guys. I'll tip you later.
Cinderellasaurus raced downstairs and into the room.
Wait, I get to try on that slipper too. Of course, it doesn't really go with the skirt, and the glasses all smudged and yucky from everybody's fingers, and it's not the right style to accentuate my calves.
Try it on.
She did try it on, and it fit. The prince was informed, and he married her that very day, and they lived happily ever after.
What step-sister-sauruses.
The doormen never turned back into cavemen, so they married the sister-sauruses.
And the evil step-mamasaurus?
She was eaten by whoever you want.
Goody! First she got eaten by a dragon. No, first swamp monster.
Right.
Then swamp monster
Son,
got
go to
eaten by a
sleep. Son,
dragon.
why don't you go? Come on.
And first dragon
Please,
cooked evil
son,
step-mamasaurus.
Please go to sleep. Please go to sleep.
Okay. But first the swamp monster ate her. And then she got eaten by... Daddy? Oh, never mind.
Oh, good morning. Time to go to work. Oh no, not more stories.
Want another story?
How old are you?
1.
You want to be 2?
Earl!
Just kidding, honey. Kidding, Fred. All right.
Good.
I'll tell you another story.
Good.
Once upon a time, near the Great Swamp, lived a poor pterodactyl woodcutter, along with his mean, cruel Tyrannosaurus of a wife, and their 2 children, named Hanselsaurus and Greteldactyl. The family was so poor that most of the time they had nothing to eat.
Eat the kids!
No, my gentle son, they're not going to eat their kids.
Why? They don't taste good?
Well, maybe they do, but they're not going to do that.
Oh, okay. Then the kids should eat the parents.
Nobody in the family ate anybody else in the family.
Then the dragon eat all of them.
There is no dragon in this story.
I want a dragon in the story. I want a dragon in the story.
No dragon.
Dragon.
No dragon.
Dragon.
No dragon. No!
Bop in the head as good as a dragon.
Earl, is everything all right up there?
Yes, dear. We're having some quality bonding time. You want a dragon? I'll give you a dragon. When I can find a place for a dragon in a story where there is no dragon.
Don't be mean. I'm just a baby.
I know you are. And it would be a shame to lose your teeth before you get them.
Earl!
Kidding! Just kidding, honey! Now, the mean Tyrannosaurus mother convinced the father that because they were so poor, the only way they could survive was to leave Hanselsaurus and Greteldactyl in the swamp to die.
Should have just ate them.
But the children heard their parents' plan.
Oh, dear brother, we're doomed. Left in the woods, without anything to wear, my nails could chip. What if I run into a really cute guy?
Is that all you can think about?
Of course not. I won't have my hair dryer or eyeliner either.
Eat the girl. She's a pain.
The next day, the mother and father took the children into the woods and left them there. They walked and got hungrier and hungrier.
I'm so hungry.
I'm hungry, too. I want food. Lots of food.
No food. It's bedtime.
I want food. Pizza. Double cheese and pepperoni. Gotta have it. Gotta have food. Gotta have it. Now I'm up all night.
No food.
Food.
No food.
Food.
Okay, now both of you up there, I want quiet.
No food.
Food.
No food.
Food.
All right, how about your creature bottle?
Deal.
So, Greteldactyl complained that she was hungry.
And I want to go back home.
Home? You want to go back home? We were poor and starving, and our stepmother made our father leave us in the woods to die. Why would you want to go back home?
Well, they did have TV.
Yeah, but no cable.
You're right. Come on, let's find a better place to live.
So they walked and walked.
It's getting dark. I'm scared.
Me too.
Suddenly, they came to a little cottage made of candy, cake, and gingerbread.
Yes, candy cake gingerbread. I want candy cake gingerbread. I want...
Hanselsaurus and Greteldactyl were so hungry that they broke off pieces of the cottage and ate them. But just then, an old woman appeared.
Well. Looks like I got a couple of freeloaders eating up my house.
We're sorry. It's just that we were so hungry.
Come on, lady, cut us some slack. Look, your candy cane lawn needs mowing. How about if we eat that next?
Oh, a funny guy. Well, okay, go ahead, eat, relax. But careful with the licorice rain gutters. I just had them installed.
Just one question.
Already with the questions. What?
Do you have cable TV?
No.
How about a hairdryer?
But what the children didn't know was that the old woman was actually a mean old witch.
Ooh, that stinks.
You bet, because the next day, she threw Hanselsaurus in a cage and made Greteldactyl work for her.
Oh, no, this is horrible, terrible. I got my new shoes smudged and my makeup's a mess, and I think that chocolate gave me zits.
Geez, no wonder your parents wanted to get rid of you. Look, kid, these are the facts. I'm real tired of cake and candy. I need some fresh meat, and you and Laughing Boy are it. Sorry, but that's life in the jungle.
So every day, she'd make Greteldactyl feed Hanselsaurus.
Here, give him these cheeseburgers, fries, and chocolate shakes.
And she'd give Greteldactyl almost nothing.
You can suck on these clamshells. You, Laughing Boy, in the cage. Let me feel your wrist to see if you've gained weight.
But the old witch's eyesight was so bad, Hanselsaurus would stick out a bone, and she would feel that instead.
Rats, his arm feels like a bone.
She's worse than our parents. And I broke another nail.
One day, the old witch grew tired of waiting for Hanselsaurus to get fat and decided to eat Greteldactyl first. So to trick her, she said,
Tell you what, I'm gonna make some bread. Climb in the oven and see if it's warm.
Great! We get rid of the girl!
But Greteldactyl knew what the old witch was up to and pretended she didn't understand her.
But, I don't know how to get into an oven. I mean, do I go feet first or head first? I mean, is it a microwave? Because I've got braces and they're metal, so would I, explode?
Okay, I'll do it. I'm this close to eating you raw. This is why I didn't have children.
And with that, the girl slammed the door closed on the witch.
This is also why I didn't have children.
Too bad it wasn't a girl.
Greteldactyl let her brother out of the cage.
Nice going, sis.
Darn, I broke another nail.
Then the brother and sister found a huge treasure hidden by the witch. They took it back to their father, and they lived happily ever after.
Hold it! Where's the dragon?
Huh?
You said there'd be a dragon.
When?
You promised you put a dragon in. You didn't put a dragon in. You tricked the baby.
Quiet! Look, there was a dragon.
Where?
Well, they met it in the swamp. They took it home like a pet, and it ate the mean, cruel stepmama.
Yes! Eat the mama! Eat the mama! Wait a second! You made that up!
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did! Dragons aren't pets!
Okay, you're right. It wasn't a pet.
Right.
It escaped from a circus. Yeah, a circus.
Okay, good so far.
And it was a trained dragon.
I like it! More!
It was trained. It was trained to eat
What?
mean stepmother sauruses.
No, too convenient.
Too convenient?
Yes!
Who's telling this story?
Who do you gotta get to sleep?
Just close your eyes.
Not tired. More stories. Tell me more stories. More.
It's late. Okay. One more story. Once upon a time.
What time?
Anytime.
Daytime, springtime?
Bedtime.
Sounds good. Works for me.
Once upon a time, there was a dinosaur named Little Red Riding Horn who was so sweet and nice that everybody loved her.
Sweet and nice? Boring. Hope she gets eaten.
What is it with you?
What?
Somebody always has to get eaten.
So?
She was sweet. She was nice. These are characters. They're not entrees.
I love you, Daddy.
Once upon a time, there was a dinosaur named Little Red Riding Horn whose grandmother loved her.
Sweetie, I love you so very much.
I love you too, Grandma. Could I use your credit card and go to the mall?
I love you, but I'm not stupid.
One day, Little Red Riding Horn's mother said,
Take this basket of food to your grandmother's house, but don't talk to anyone on the way. I've heard that there's a big bad wolfodon on the loose, so be careful.
But Red Riding Hood didn't know what a wolfodon was.
Dumb kid. What's a wolfodon?
Well, it's a kind. Well, it's big. Oh, it's very big, very, very big, with long yellow teeth.
Claws? Gotta have claws.
Okay, big claws.
Big red bloody claws?
Sure, big red bloody claws.
Fangs. Gotta have fangs too.
You want fangs? You got fangs. Huge, saw-toothed fangs. A whole mouthful of them, ready to rip up flesh and break. Shh, oh, shh. What's wrong?
You scared baby with fangs.
You asked for fangs.
I'm just a baby.
Okay, I'm sorry. The wolfodon doesn't have fangs.
Good. He have claws and teeth?
Oh, yes. Sweet claws and nice teeth.
Okay. Go on.
Right. Anyway, since Red Riding Hood didn't know what a wolfodon was, she wasn't afraid when she met him on the road.
Good. Then Wolfie eat her.
Why, hello there, you adorable young tasty child.
Hello, sir.
Now he eat her.
What have you got in that basket that smells so good?
Food for my grandmother to make her well.
Okay. Now, chop away, Wolfie.
And where does old Granny hang out? I mean, where does your grandmother live?
She lives under the 3 volcanoes next to the tar pit.
Eat the kid! Eat the kid! Eat the kid!
Whoa, hold it, son. See, the wolfodon was much smarter than that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. He said to himself,
Now the kid would make an okay light lunch, and what's in the basket would pass for hors d'oeuvres. But I'm going for the triple play and chow down on Grandma, too.
Wolfodon, smart guy.
So he said to Little Red Riding Hood.
You know, when I visit my grandma, I always bring a big bunch of flowers.
What a great idea. You know, there's a really great flower store in the mall. Do you have a credit card I could borrow?
Well, I have one, but I...
Thanks. I'll pay you back sometime.
That kid's gonna pay old Wolfie back in spades.
So the big bad wolfodon went to find Grandma's house.
So let's see. I made a right turn at the lava flow, 2 blocks past the cave dwellers, or was that 3 blocks?
So, are you getting sleepy, my little one?
Nope, baby up. Not gonna sleep. Wide awake. Up all night.
Finally, the wolfodon found Grandma's house and knocked on the door.
I'm coming. Keep your shirt on for crying out loud.
She called through the door.
Who is it?
TV repairman.
I don't have a TV.
Pizza delivery?
Haven't had pizza in years. I get gas.
Easter bunny?
Easter Bunny? No way. Nobody falls for Easter Bunny line.
The Easter Bunny. This I gotta see.
Uh-oh.
1 minute. No. Wrong key. Let's see. 15 to the right. Go past 12. Back to 3.
Finally, the door was completely unlocked. The wolfodon was waiting till she opened the door, then he would jump on her and eat her.
Just a minute. It's a heavy door. There.
The wolfodon leaped and got his nose stuck in the barrel of Grandma's shotgun.
So what's with the Easter Bunny routine, Buster?
Look, lady, I'm selling magazines, working my way through art school.
Art school, huh? Well, draw this.
Wait a second! You can't just shoot me like this!
Okay. How do you want me to shoot you?
What I mean is, I just came by, because your granddaughter, Little Red Riding Hood, she borrowed my credit card and told me this is where I could pick it up.
You let her borrow your credit card? You're stupider than you look. Well, I guess if you lend her your card, you can come in and wait for her. Here, let me pull the gun off your nose. Come in, sit. So, tell me, where's your family from?
My family? We're all from Hungary!
And with that, the wolfodon jumped on the grandmother and ate her in one gulp.
Red Grandma's toast! Grandma's toast!
Then he put on the grandmother's nightdress, a nightcap, got into her bed, and drew all the curtains so it was very dark and hard to see. And he waited for Red Riding Hood to show up. And very soon after that, she did.
Grandmother! Hello? Anybody in there?
The door was open, so she walked right in.
Okay, now some scary music.
Huh? What?
On TV. This is scary music time.
Hey, this isn't TV. This is a bedtime story.
Do scary music. I want scary music.
Okay. Scary music.
Lousy scary music.
She entered the door.
Grandmother?
Why, hello, dear. Did you bring your sweet old granny a present?
Yes, Grandma, these flowers. They're from the mall. And while I was there, I charged these great blouses and these 5 pair of shoes and these neat laces.
You what? I mean, come closer to the bed, my dear, so I can see you.
It was so dark that Little Red Riding Hood could not see that the large figure in the bed was the Wolfodon. She moved closer and closer till she was next to the bed.
Grandma?
Yes?
What big ears you have.
The better to hear you with, my dear.
And what yellow eyes you have.
They match my teeth.
And what big claws you have.
The better to bring you closer. Come on over here, darling. Closer.
Oh, Grandma, what big fangs.
No fangs.
Oh, right, no fangs. Red Riding Hood strained her eyes in the dark shadows.
Grandma, you're right about your big yellow teeth. They do match your eyes, and your breath is terrible.
Don't worry about my breath. I'll floss with the little red shoelaces you bought on my credit card.
And with that, he gobbled her up and then ate all the food in the basket.
All right! 3 for 3! Hooray for Woofy!
Oh, no, wait a second. That's not the way it ends.
Oh. Okay, end it.
Then the Wolfodon fell asleep.
Story going downhill fast.
He fell asleep because he had eaten so much.
Just like you do. Does he burp and snore like Daddy?
Oh, much more. Oh, no, even louder. It was so loud that a hunter who was passing by heard him.
Say, those sound like the warning signals of a very serious digestive disorder. And as a good Samaritan and a member of the Macedonian Lodge 1208, it is my duty to defend, protect, and aid the elderly and infirm. And Grandmother Riding Hood is all of the above.
So he went into the house where he saw...
Ah, it is a Wolfodon. And with my uncanny ability to surmise the surmisability of a situation, and since he's wearing a wardrobe of the grandmother, I shall assume that he ate the old lady whole. She might still be alive in there. I'll just cut him open and find out.
Yeah! Wolfodon guts! Go for it!
Ah, but grandmother just had her carpet cleaned. There must be a better way.
Suddenly, the answer came to him.
Of course. The Heimlich maneuver.
The hunter tied the Wolfodon up, then lifted him up, and making his 2 hands into a fist, he placed them below the ribcage, pushed up, and...
Hunter made Whoopi hurl!
You got it! And out sprang Little Red Riding Hood and Grandmother.
Oh! Ew, that was totally yucky.
They all in one piece?
Yes!
Too bad. Grandma covered in Wolfodon guts?
Sure, why not?
It was disgusting in there, the junk food and the fat and the clogged arteries. What kind of diet are you on?
Well, I live alone, so I eat lots of fast food.
It's pathetic. A young Wolfodon in such bad health. And I was inside you, so I know. You can't lie to me.
Well, can somebody untie me? I promise to leave quietly.
You're not going anywhere. You're staying here, and I'm gonna show you how to eat correctly.
Huh?
So the grandma took the Wolfodon in and taught him healthy eating habits, how to exercise, and also how to mambo. He turned out to be an excellent dancer. And in return, the Wolfodon read to her every night till she fell asleep. Nighty-night, my precious son. Just like his old